Hello, my marvellous sausages! Well, Arms Week is here, a week-long event in Destiny 2, which should be a fun little way to pass the time whilst you're going about your painful power leveling. But I've got to be honest, there are some good things in it, which I will go over, okay? And I want you to stay and look at the good things because there's some pretty nifty things implemented in it. But there are some bad things as well, some pretty bad things, and it's just a little bit annoying. So anyway, let's go see Ada 1. Now, in order to get the ball rolling, you've just got to pick up the missions from Ada. Make sure as well, once you pick up the first mission, you go and pick up the subsequent 3 missions from her, because you've got to do each of these 3 missions in order to unlock the 3 volatile mods that you're going to need to use in order to complete the daily bounties, okay? So the volatile mods you're going to get, you can pop into my hand cannon here, the Fornitria Ferra, which is brilliant fun. This is one of the best things about it. I absolutely love it, and I'm particularly playing it in PvP. It's brilliant. But anyway, you can also use this in PvE, and some of these mods are going to be so good in PvP as well, PvE rather. So you've got fragmentation rounds, precision final blows create multiple explosive submunitions. You've got Cowboy grip, supremely improved hip-fire weapon accuracy, and then you got chaotic I always say it! Chaotic musicians is munitions as well. Now then, these you just get given 3 sub-little missions to do. They're very easy to follow. There's nothing particularly difficult about getting them. Let me show you exactly what each one of these does first of all, and then we'll talk about the bad stuff. Now I'm going to show you these in order of my favourite, from least favourite to most favourite. So my least favourite at the moment is this one, the fragmentation rounds. You can see as well with these, look, they got a yellow topper to them, so they're exotic weapon mods. I've got one here, look, which is a legendary one, Temporal Tracker, which is just dropped from a normal mission. Yeah, we are. So this a volatile weapon mod can only be applied in the season, whereas these can only be used in this week. They fizzle after the week, which is a right shame, but there we go. So the fragmentation rounds, precision final blows create multiple explosive submunitions. So here we are. So we've got some gits here. So we'll go up close, aim down sights, and boom. And there they go! Little grenades basically come out of them, look. Yeah, it's basically, I don't know what it was. Yeah, what's it called? Kinetic tremors? Can't remember. There's something that does that in there. What is it? I can't remember. Anyway, there it is. That is quite a lot of fun, with a precision hit, of course. Remember, it's pretty difficult to get a precision hit with this one from the distance because it's like a little mini shotgun. But yes, I'm gathering my shells and slamming them in the face. It's great fun. I'm really enjoying using that. That's good. And this is my least favorite of them. Yes, great. Right then, let's have a look at the next one. Now, the next one I want to show you is this one. It's called Cowboy Grip. But I want to show you the difference between no Cowboy Grip and Cowboy Grip. So I'm just going to take this out here, okay? Because what it does... Oh, I should have read it to you. What a stupid boy. What it does is... Let's go to it. It says, supremely improved hip-fire weapon performance. And I was using this in the hardware PvP game mode, and it was brilliant fun, okay? So let me show you. So this is what it's like normally with hip-fire grip. 1, 2, there. 1, 2. It's quite slow. We get... The spread is quite wide, it would seem. On the bullets. This is just normal hip fire. I'm holding the trigger down as well. I'm not actually tapping it each individual time. It's better to do that so you get like a nice string of bullets. I found that on PvP. It's very, very useful. Yes, there we are. Good. Cop that, cop that, cop that. Excellent. Lovely, lovely. So that's without the Cowboy Grip. Okay, right then. Let's do it with the Cowboy Grip. So if you're not too familiar with the shooting range as well, it's absolutely brilliant. Because you come down here, you can change who you want to shoot out here. You can change what race you want here. You can change their behaviors here. And then you can either set like a single one, or you can set a whole wave of them here. Okay, so I'm going to keep those Cabal. We'll do another combat wave, so that should bring some more of them in. Lovely. I like this. It's great. And now we're going to change to our Cowboy Grip. Right, here we go. So we'll jump in and it's faster. It's faster. The spread is tighter. Look, I can get precision with it, which is nice. So it basically improves everything from the hip fire. So this is great, I think, in PvP. And it's good fun to use this in hardware, because you've got to play it sometime this week. I'm going to use this on stream tonight in PvP. We're going to have a go with that. Yeah, this is great fun. So I heartily recommend that as well for PvP. But now then, the next one we've got is the stupidest one of them all, and therefore my favourite. It's this one. It's called Chaotic Musicians. I mean, Chaotic Munitions, not musicians. thanks for that. So we're going to pop here, and we'll change over now to chaotic musicians. There it is. Precision final blows produce randomized effects. Now then, let's have a little look at this. We're going to run the Cabal again, look, and we'll just see what happens. Did it say precision kills? I can't remember. Hang on. Yes, it did. Precision hits. So, ready? 1, 2, 3, and... Look, we had something pop out. What was that? What was that? I thought it was threadlings, but is it threadlings? Ew! That's weird. There we are. We got headstone there. What have we got there? Another headstone. That's great. What's that? Oh, that's one of those spindly widdly doo da 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 things. There we are. That's cool. That's the new one. Have some of that. Headstone. Where's he come from? He wants to go himself. Look. There we are. Eat that. What did I have there? And then did he just drop that? That's floating there. That's weird. Is that one of the random effects? It must be, is it? Oh, there we are. We've got a void explosion there as well, which is nice. Bloody hell. So there's loads of... Yeah, this is bizarre, isn't it? There's lots of different things occurring here, and it's an enormous amount of fun. Look, you got a transmutation sphere there as well. Hilarious. Oh, I couldn't help myself. Oh, kill him. And he just died with a normal explosion as well. But there are other ones. Hang on. Here we go again. Yeah, they're definitely dropping. Look, they are. Yeah, they're dropping ammo. That's what they do when they drop ammo as part of it. That's good. He's dropped. Yeah, he's dropped some of that ammo. Fascinating, because we've had the transmutation spheres there. I've had, what the hell is that stuff now? I don't know what that is. I'm sure it's a threadling, but it's bizarre because it's stasis. We've got a void explosion there, which is really, really nice. Oh my god, look at all this weird stuff. I got a side that does loads of strange things. It's hilarious. Good god, I absolutely love this mod. This is going to be utter chaos to play. I'm going to be playing with this tonight as well. So there we go anyway. There we are. There's the engram, look, and it's a bomb. It's a trickster engram. Can you believe it? Shocking. Go away, you bloody honorary. Oh, he killed him. Anyway, there we go. So you can see, though, these are fantastic, and these are 3 great mods for you to have a fiddle around with. Trouble is, we only got them for a week, which is a massive shame, but there we go. They would be a bit game-breaky, I'd imagine. So once you've finished farting around, we'll just have a little look at Ada here and show you exactly what's what and what I think some of the problems are, okay? We've got your daily challenges here, so we can do these. I've done that one, defeat combatants with hand cannons. You've got volatile mod, steady fight there. That's doing the hardware. I've got no problem doing the PvP. Some people hate PvP. I don't mind it. We've got glass cannon there as well. Defeat combatants with hand cannons. That's fair enough. And we've got a weekly challenge as well. Now, these are the only sources of XP to put up your event rank. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They've got 15 ranks there as well. But it seems that you need to do all of these every single day and your weekly to get to the top rank. Now, I have seen people saying that that it's not enough to get to rank 15 to do all 3 of these. You need to do 4 in a day. But of course, we don't seem to have 4 on dailies. We've only got 3. I've seen some people talking about they've had arrows popping up on the screen, which allows them to go and get to another daily challenge. I've not seen that. Now, if you don't like the challenge, you can re-roll it. You can see I've got 2 re-roll chips there, and we all should have had these when we first started. So you've all got 2 re-roll chips. So I can't stick that one, and you want to re-roll it, you can re-roll it. You do get re-roll chips as well from the reward track here on the event rank, okay? But the problem comes into it is that in order to get to rank 15, and if you miss a couple of them, or even if these 3 aren't enough, because this is quite vague, you've got to buy... You don't have to do it, but it's 100 silver to go up a rank, look. And it's only a week-long activity. And I know it's nice to have the option there, but I think that should be an option for people who are absolutely loaded in silver and then just want to buy their way straight up. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't be so close to the knuckle for you to get to the 15, from what I can tell. Because I've only done 1, look, and you can see I'm only on halfway there for rank 1. So I'd have to do 1, 2 of those, and then half there, and that's day 1. So it's 3 of those will do that. And then when I do that, of course, that'll give me a big wodge of event XP too. So this is something that I think is going to rub loads of people up the wrong way, and it would have been quite nice not to just to have something a bit more straightforward, or not something so sweaty to try and get. Do you know what I mean? A nice, and it should have been a nice thing. I know it's probably pre-planned. I don't know. So let me know what you think about that aspect of it, because I can understand completely if it's freaking you out. But there we go. That's what it is. I'm going to play, and I'm not going to do as hard as I can every day. I'm going to do what I can and just see what I get up to. I think, though, you'll probably find that Bungie may do something in regard to pushing up how much XP we get. We'll just have to see what happens, because the rewards for the track itself are quite interesting. You get your enhancement cores, you've got your reroll chips, you've got the event weapons engrams. We'll have a look at these in a minute. Enhancement prisms. We've got an emblem there in rank 5, so everybody should be able to get that. But what we've got of interest here, look, we've got a hollow foil at 10. You've got the ribbon tail hollow foil, which is nice. That's a tier 3 there, by the looks of things too. That's good. And then finally, we've got a hollow foil version, a shiny version of the hand cannon, which is beautiful looking as well. And that's a rank 3 too. I don't know whether or not that's linked to where I am, because I'm on rank 238. If you're lower than me, perhaps that's rank 2. Let me know in the comments what you're seeing, because we're getting lots of different things like that now with this release. It's all dependent on how far along you are on your power grind after the rewards. It'd be interesting if you'd let me know what rank you've got on this event rank thing. So that's all of that lark there. I do quite like the fact that we got shortcuts to the shooting range here as well, and you got a shortcut straight into hardware, which is nice. We do have our shop, which we can spend things with. We can spend our tokens on, which you win from doing your daily challenges and your weekly. So you can get ascendant shards, exotic ciphers for 300, weapons for 100. So that's quite nice. You can get the engram for 75, an enhancement prism for 75, ascendant alloy, enhancement cores, and all that kind of malarkey. And then finally, we've got our title progress. You need to do 4 of these triumphs rather in order to get this done. The only thing about this, you need to make sure you complete this before the week is up, otherwise it'll reset the next time it comes around. You can't carry it over. So if you're going for the sharpshooter title, you need to do it by next Tuesday reset, otherwise all your progress will be reset. That was a shit joke, wasn't it? Next, we've got the Arms Week event weapons engram. Now these you can just acquire these by buying them with 25 combat telemetry. You get telemetry by completing activities, basically. I think I was getting like 15 at the end of a Crucible match. I think it's getting 25 at the end of a solo ops. Let me know if you've run pinnacles and seen them drop and how much you get for it there, but that's the source of the telemetry, and then that's what you're using it for, is to buy the engrams there, okay? It's worth pointing out as well that the weekly triumph this week is about spending your combat telemetry there, so I've done 25%. I think I've bought 4 engrams so far, or 3 engrams. So then, you've got your engrams. Let's buy another one there as well. Look, there we go, so I'm going to have 10 telemetry left now. Now then, you can either go to Rahul and get rid of one of these and decode it with him that way, or you can come down here to Ada's workbench and get rid of them this way. Okay, so first of all, you can get an Arms Week event weapons engram. So that's specifically a weapons engram. Decrypts into a random event weapon with a chance of rewarding a hollow foil. That's the important part about this. You get a hollow foil for it, or you can get a hollow foil for it. Okay, hollow foil for it. But I need to be Guardian rank 5 in order to do this. Okay, now Guardian rank 5, of course, is your Guardian rank down here. So if you're not at 5, I'm nearly at 5, but however, you're going to have to finish this off in order to get a chance to decrypt engrams like that. But you need to be level 5 in order to do it. So that's a bit of a git. So I'm going to have to work on that sharpish in order to get that sorted out. I'm going to do that on stream tonight. But yes, so there's that aspect of it first of all. Or you can use them to buy a hand cannon directly. Okay, so this one just seems to be a random roll of the hand cannon, which is interesting. But they're both going to cost you combat telemetry, and they're going to cost you 1 weapons engram to do it. You can also focus decode down here, look, one of these lovely hand cannons, which would be totally fantastic, but here's another problem I've got with this one. They're all the old hand cannons. None of them come in tiers. So therefore, we're all in tiers. Why not? By putting this in here, they should have done them in tiers, because you're going to do all this. I know they're still of use. I'm not saying that they're not of use. But this isn't the way the game is going. Everything now should be geared towards the new stuff, and it's not. So that's the other gripe that I've got with this, is that that's not coming in at tiers, which is a bit of a bloody shame. Now, I've come into Rahul because I'm just going to do a straight-on decrypt from him, but I believe you'll only get tier 1 from Rahul. I'm only going to use one of these because I want to see what happens if I do one at Ada, but apparently at Ada you can get a higher tier to drop. So let's have a little look. I got a ribbon tail there, which is quite nice. It's gone straight to the bloody post office. Hang on. No, it hasn't. It's there. Look, sorry, I got completely confused. Anyway, that came in at 223, so it's lower than my current level, which is a bit annoying. And it's come in at... No, there we are. So that one's obviously rank 1. Now, there's nothing for it. I'm just going to go and have to get up to Guardian rank 5. So let me just go and do that quickly. Much later. And here we are back at the shooting range. Hello, Ada. Right, let's have a look now and see what happens when I decrypt with you as opposed to Rahul. So Rahul can't go above tier 1, although apparently you can get hollow foils from Rahul. I've just read. But let's go to Ada's workbench here and let's see what's what. So look, we can get a tier 2 hand cannon there now, okay? And we can get a tier 2 random engram as well. And it's going to cost me 35 combat telemetry. So let's just grab this and see what happens. There we are, we've had a phonetry affair, and I can't get any more because I haven't got enough telemetry. But of course it's gone to the bloody post office. So there we go, there it is there. We'll just pick that baby up and let's have a little look at what we've got. I've got 2 tier 2s now, look. So there we are, that's interesting to know, but it only... Oh, now which one is it? No, that's not it. There, it only came in at 200 though, which is a bit of a knob. But there we are, we can still infuse it up, look, using our level 1 there. Let me just pop that in there, and then I'll just infuse it, because, you know, why not? Is that a better... Oh, I don't bloody know anyway. So, there we go. That's how it works. Don't really bother coming to Rahul if you can decrypt with Ada. So that's Armors Week for us. It's going to be reoccurring as well, for good and for bad. I think it's going to be good fun to play, but I think they need to look at that reward track. And they don't do themselves any favours, do they, by having silver involved and stuff? I don't know. Anyway, folks, let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage hurts. Can I shoot him in the face? No, he's invincible. Why don't we have an army of these blokes? Look at them. Look at them.